Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am a little bothered this morning, guys. I'm getting right to it. You can see I'm getting right to it. I haven't talked to you all in a while. I've been incredibly busy building my financial coaching platform. Let me tell you what I've been experiencing, and I started a group or started a segment, and it was really just kind of a fluke, guys. For those of you all that watch me all the time, you all pretty much know that everything I learn, I give back. I just say, you know what, I learned it, let me help them learn it. I started a financial program out of the need of helping my salon professionals understand what I had eventually figured out. Let me talk to you about that. I was one of those that made ridiculous money. I mean, when I first hit my six-figure mark, I thought, oh my God, I never thought I would see six figures in my life. And then I started seeing these programs about six figures, how to make six figures and how to make upper six figures and just, all these things. And so I would take every single one of them, guys. I would go to every class and every show and every program and try to find out, how do you increase this six figures? So I spent, like a lot of you all, I spent a lot of my energy just trying to make more money. Let me just work, 17 hours, 18 hours. I think the most I've ever worked at the salon was probably 22 hours. It was on a New Year's Eve, guys, and I was like brain dead. And I did this. And so I spent a great part of my career, and I would say kind of midways in my career, I spent a great part of it just trying to make money. And guess what, guys? Let me give you something. Let me give you I don't even know if it's a secret, but let me tell you something that I learned. It ain't hard to make money. That's what I really learned. If you are willing to work and you're willing to do the hours and you're willing to take more customers and sell retail and whatever it is that you do, making money is extremely easy. That's what I found. I remember when I got up to about $250,000, I got up to 250. And y'all couldn't tell me nothing. I'm at 250,000. I was probably about maybe 32, 33 years old. I made more money than anybody I knew that I knew well. And I was like, oh, I'm doing it. So y'all know how I go. I'm flexing. I done had every luxury car made to man. I done had the furs and I done had the back then it wasn't red bottom. I had, Jimmy Choo. I had those kind of shoes. And I lived well. I ate well. I'd eat a $200 lunch if that's what I wanted to do. And so I did all of that. I did all of that, guys. And let me tell you something. When I got to about 37, getting closer to 40, and for those of you all know what I'm talking about, as you start getting older, what you think and feel in your 20s is different when you're in your 30s and then your 40s, and I'll be 50 in a couple months. So I'm on a whole nother page now. Let me tell you what I discovered. Making money was easy, but somebody tell me how to keep it. Making money, guys, was not hard. Making money was the easiest thing in the world, even at $250,000, and my income went up after that. I was making it, but I did not fully understand what numbers equate to on a piece of paper, in a percentage, in a profit and loss statement, in a cash forecast, in a financial document. I didn't understand what those numbers, what that 250 ended up being. So let me tell you what, let me take you back a little bit. I was an only child, raised by a single mom that believed in good credit, that believed in saving money, that believed in, and you don't just trick off all your money on frivolous stuff and you plan for tomorrow. I was raised by a baby boomer. So, any serious baby boomer, or if you all on this live have a mom or someone that's a baby boomer or even grandmother for some millennials, you all know they came up in a different era where they wanted to get a stable job and they wanted to, work at 20, 30 years, whether it was the post office or whatever, and they believed in stability. That's what, not necessarily growth, but stability. They believed in that. So if you were brought up in a household that believed in that, and that my mother was big on not jacking up your credit and this, and that, and the other. So I started off right as far as at least understanding the bare basics of money. So at 20, maybe 5 years old, now I started doing hair at 18, 19 years old. And licensed. I think I was going on 19 or something like that because I got out of high school early. So if you were in that cycle, and here I am now about 22 years old, and my credit is good. I got, some ungodly credit score, 790 or something like that. So I thought, I got this great credit plus. So when I say y'all, I got every credit card they would give me, every single one of them. Every one of them. I thought I was doing something when I had like 22 credit cards. That to me was like a badge of honor. Here I am, 20, maybe 3, somewhere in there. And look, listen to this, y'all. And it didn't help that I worked across the street from the mall. That was dangerous, guys. When I say across the street, I looked out the door at the mall at 22, 23 years old. So y'all already know the story, right? I was a black belt shopper. Because I had what I call it, I'm going to put it out there, y'all. I had this slave mentality. I had this mentality that as long as it looked good, as long as it smelled good, it don't have to really be good on the surface. I lived the life that I now call where I put perfume over dirty clothes. That's what I did. I put oh yeah, thank you for you know what? I went to school for makeup, y'all. I do put it on when I have to. All right. So thank you for that. But I lived that life. I lived the life of when a person puts on dirty clothes and they spray perfume over it and say they together. That's the life that I live. So here I am. I'm 22, 3, 4. I'm flexible. I knew I could wear probably a different outfit for 6 months and didn't wear the same thing. And I thought that was doing something. So then I married into that type of family. I married into a family that was about money. Now, they were also about investing too, but I didn't get that lesson till later. So here I am. I'm 23, 24, 25. I'm $200 lunches. I didn't have the Range Rovers and the this and the, I didn't have the luxury car. I lived that type of life. So here I am. I'm a hairstylist now. Opened my first salon in 93, 94, somewhere like that. And I'm booming. I did that right. I went into this salon and, I made sure I had people before the doors open. And I did. And I think I'm doing it right because I'm making the money. But I wasn't thinking future. Now, I didn't come from a family that didn't tell me a little bit about money. So I can't even say I didn't get the lesson. So let me tell you what happened. I'm just steady stacking debt. Stacking up debt, thinking I'm doing it. $800 car notes because I can afford it, right? $800 car notes, all this stuff. My first house was beyond beautiful, and we didn't put some ungodly amount of money down because now we could stack up money and save it when we wanted to do something. But I'm talking about right now. But let's talk about future. I wasn't on that yet. So here I am. I'm growing. Never thought the fairy tale would end, right? And ain't thought about tomorrow. Now, I thought about it a little bit because my ex-husband was a little bit progressive because he came from a family that had property and all that stuff. So we did have a little bit. We had a little bit, right? But let me tell you what happened and what I learned very quickly. My castle built to something that some people will never, ever live in their lifetime. Never. And I'm young. I'm under 40. Living this life, right? And then guess what started happening? The castle started to crumble. Because what happens is when you are not thinking about tomorrow at all, and all you thinking about today, all the things that you think you have become what I call false security. They are false. They are not real because all of it is depreciable. All of it is right now. None of it is anything. You can't even sell this stuff. So guess what started happening, y'all? I'm making, but then I got sick. I got cancer. I had reproductive issues. I done had fibroids. I done had endometriosis, which obviously led up to me having a hysterectomy. I done had cancer twice. So guess what started happening? That picture, when it comes to my money, it started literally crumbling away because now I'm physically not able to make this money. I can't go to work like I used to. I'm off for 9 weeks, 8 weeks, 7 weeks. So now me not thinking about the future, I'm starting to feel it. Now, I was one of those that did early have these different types of insurances that could take care of this and take care of that. But guess what started happening, guys? When the money wasn't there no more, and I ain't playing for nothing later, nothing. When the money wasn't there anymore, then I couldn't afford to pay all these premiums for this, for that, and the other things that would protect me. I had to let disability go. This was back then. I had business overhead insurance or business interruption insurance would protect me if something happened to the building. It wasn't my fault. And I had all this. I started this thing right, guys, but I didn't plan for tomorrow. So guess what happened? When that castle started crumbling, and then I eventually figured out that this marriage is not going to work for me. So guess what I had to do? I had to forgo everything. Not only did I have to forgo my marriage, my money is strained because I didn't plan for anything. And when the castle started crumbling, I'm talking about foreclosure, bankruptcy, repoing cars. I went all of that. And so I'm talking about now my credit is shot because I got all these credit cards thinking I'm flexing and can't do. I am being totally irresponsible with my money. And I'm running a salon. So guess what happened there, guys? We had a commission salon. So because the money ain't right here, the money ain't right there, we couldn't pay people. How long you think you gonna run a commission spot and people's checks start bouncing? It's not gonna happen. All of this was because of my financial irresponsibility. So, and I'm going somewhere with this. So I lived this life forever. Well, not forever, praise God. But I lived this life for years. And I said, you know what, God? I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. And now I had to file bankruptcy twice. Not once, 2 times. And I said, God, I got to figure out something. This ain't going to work. And guess what, guys? Because now some of the things that I built my business off of, people now, when they come repo your cars from your business and people say, Nikki, they putting your Rover on a flatbed. Now you're exposed. Now God has allowed your financial irresponsibility and you ain't looking like you got it all together no more. So what started happening was my castle started crumbling. It seemed slow, but it felt fast, but it was slow, little by little. And all of it was because of my financial irresponsibility, not understanding numbers, not understanding accounting, thinking all I got to do is live for the day, open this shop and do it. Now, I was a good business owner, but I still wasn't good with my money like I should have been. So once you start this this snowball of doing one thing, then you robbing Peter to pay Paul. There is nothing, none of y'all on this live could tell me that you have done with money that was crazy, that I promise you I ain't tried. I was paying credit. This is what I would do, y'all. I would go in the department store. I would pay one credit card. I would leave there, go to the bank, get a cash advance off of that credit card to pay another one. Now, if that ain't being financially irresponsible, I don't know what it is. There is nothing I have not finagled and maneuvered and tried. And let me tell you something that I also learned. I am an extremely high principled, moral. I don't go with the crowd. I don't do what other people do. I don't care what it is. But I found myself also, because of my financial irresponsibility, I found myself doing things that were totally not even who I was, because I'm trying to survive. As my friend used to tell me, you don't know what you really are doing until somebody catch you bleeding. If they catch you bleeding and they ask you, will you do this? There were times, guys, that this was one line I didn't cross, but I almost took money from people that made their money through illegitimate means, if y'all know what I'm talking about. You'll be amazed what you will entertain in your mind when your money ain't right and you just steady doing one stupid thing after another. So I could tell y'all, I could go on for hours on this live about that. So let me tell you what happened. I got tired. I said, God, I didn't come from this. I can't say I was raised in an irresponsible financial house. I couldn't even use that. I said, I remember, and it probably was somewhere around 40. Now, that was only 10 years ago, guys. I'm divorced. I had to live in my shop. I had no car, no nothing. And Uber wasn't out then like it is now. I had to sit down and I had to say, okay, God, I can't do this no more. And let me tell you what I had to do. And this is really what this live is about. I had to be willing to be transparent. I had to be willing to say, forget pride. I had to go to people and I had to sit down and I had to say, help me. When I say I didn't care how bad it made me look, I didn't care how embarrassed I was, I didn't care. I said, I will not end my life and my career this way. This is not gonna happen. I remember the day my mind shifted and it said, no more. I don't care about none of this stuff. Guys, I think I had a sell-off. What I couldn't sell, I gave away because I'm a giver. People know I give stuff away all the time. I said, God, and this accountant, and I didn't care, white, black, everybody I knew that could help me financially. I sat down with them and I said, show me what I'm doing wrong. I cannot live like this any longer. Let me tell you what happened, guys. When you get in that space where you ain't got nothing to lose, and I'm trying to plead with you all not to get there, but I had to get there. Well, I ain't had nothing to lose. And I said, I can't live the next decade of my life this way. And y'all, I sat down with people. They taught me how to literally snapshot of money. We looked at how I went. Look, I just remember something. I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm probably the only one that was happy to be there. This is me being transparent again. And I say all this to y'all so y'all could know you ain't got to be that way with me because I've been there. I had to go to a class for people writing bad checks. Now this is the thing that made it worse. I'm running a business. I'm standing on stage teaching and doing all of this. But yet on Saturday, I got to go to a class for people, me and a whole bunch of other people in there. We all in there like this, y'all. We all in there like, I can't believe I'm up in here like this because we all embarrassed. But let me tell you what I do. I say, you know what, God, it's a reason you got me here. It's a reason you got me here, and I'm going to embrace it. And this class was for 4 weeks, for 8 hours on a Saturday. I sat in that class. Those jokers started teaching us how to do balance sheets, how to read your ending balance and how to see how that goes from here. That's when I first learned how to do like what they call cash forecasting. I learned it in a class, sitting in a class for people writing bad checks. That was me. I said, okay. I didn't trip. I said, God, I don't care. Just get me together. I sat in there, y'all, and I learned what I needed to learn, and then I came out, and I said, okay, they give you an actual certificate. Everybody else in there pissed. I'm in there like, I'm going to embrace this lesson, because I did it. It's my fault. I'm out here bogus, so that's why I'm here. Ain't no need of me tripping. I even have to talk to people in the class. Look, we all here for the same thing. Ain't no need of you being embarrassed, because we just need to get this so we don't end up back here. That's when I started learning how to do cash forecasting. Then I'm on the road. Now I'm like, look, whatever. I ain't got no pride no more. Tell me what to do. Then I started sitting with accountants, black, white, my Jewish attorney who's a corporate business lawyer, and he got an excellent accountant. This accountant I can't even afford. This man sat me down and said, I'm going to show you how you need to set up your money. When I say, guys, I spent 5-6 years being in straight up financial literacy heaven. I said, I'll be dog. And these people were telling me how to do it from an entrepreneurial. It wasn't corporate. It wasn't none of that. They taught me how to read a profit and loss statement, how to understand the difference in legal structures, how to actually, if I want to buy new furniture, how to cash forecast 3 months out, 6 months out, so I know if I need to do that, how to understand how much COGS, that's cost of goods and services, and in our case, our COGS would be shampoo, conditioner, product, how to understand how much of this product is taken from my profit so that my pricing structure is right in accordance to the products I'm using or to the amount that I'm using. If I need to raise my prices, if I need to buy cheaper products. When I say, guys, I went to school And then what I was able to do is, after I've learned all this, I literally took this information and I spun it. I said, okay, we may not deal with that part in this industry, but we deal with this part. So I expanded it even bigger. I went to retail seminars. Help me understand, how do I charge for this retail? Is it as simple as I pay this and charge to? Baby, when I say I learned that thing, then I joined Dave Ramsey's financial coaching group. And let me tell y'all something. People ask me, I will be 50 years old in October 20th, however many months that is. People say, what you gonna do for your 50? You know what I tell them? I ain't doing nothing but celebrating, because as a 50, I will not owe nobody one dime. Y'all hear me? I will be debt free. I won't owe nothing. Not to IRS, not on no car, not on no, I won't owe nobody nothing. I also learned that this is where we are in this industry. We don't have no pension set up unless you set it up. We ain't got nobody matching no 401ks. We don't have that. The only way you gonna have some money when you need surgery, when you need to take a vacation, when life gonna have, I just coined this phrase, y'all. You know how Tina used to say, what's love got to do with it? I say, what's life got to do with it? Because it's gonna happen. Stuff is gonna happen. All you can do is prepare and do everything you need to do, so when the stuff happens, you ain't hit blindsided. So I spent the last decade of my life getting my money together, understanding when somebody asks me for financial documents. Now, I'd be so proud because I can give it to them. I know what they're supposed to look like if I'm now into buying commercial property. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all want to get in that league, everything changes. You want to get in that league, your stuff got to be right. You want to start buying some property that you ain't living in, or you gonna learn real quick what all these things, the difference in a cash projection and a cash forecast, or a cash analysis and a cash forecast. I'm telling you, you are going to understand, and you gonna get tired. You gonna get tired of standing behind that chair. You gonna get tired of hustling. You gonna get tired of grinding. You gonna have to understand how to leverage what you have, how to set up things that have passive income. When I say, y'all, I could teach it to you. I flipped a life that had when I divorced my husband, I had $250,000 in debt. Y'all hear me? My first husband. I had $250,000 in debt. I said, I ain't living this way the rest of my life. That's not going to happen. So what I did, and I'm saying this to you because this is the biggest problem I have with you all that come to me for help. The biggest problem I have is you all come to me for help, and I send you stuff to, this is the money part. Y'all, my sheets and my things that I send you can't be any simpler. Okay, let's do a net worth statement. Simple. Give me what you make and give me what you gotta pay for. I can't even, y'all come to me and I can't even get you to send it to me. Now, I understand. It is hard, because one of the hardest things that I had to do, and you're going to have to do, is to allow yourself to be exposed. That means I don't care if you ain't paid Uncle Sam for 20 years. I don't care what it is. Your life is not going to get better until you get somebody to help you fix it. Now, it ain't got to be me. Get somebody. The only reason I'm petitioning to you all is because I understand the life you live. I understand the hours. I understand the hustle and the customers and this trying to take care of Salon and home and kids, and I get it. I get it 1,000%. So if you don't want me to help you, fine. Get some help and be willing to be open and be transparent. Look at me like your lawyer. If you committed a crime and you want me to help you get at least the least possible penalty or get off, you're going to have to tell me the truth. Period. You're going to have to tell somebody. All the salon owners I deal with, and I'm saying this even to some of y'all that I coach, and I know I coach a lot of people, and I'm putting it out there. I am dedicated to the day that I die, to the day that I take my last breath, to help this industry level up, to help this industry get better in their business dealings. But Even the people that I coach, who I love them. I got 50% of y'all. Some of y'all been with me 6 months. I still ain't got your stuff. And you tell me this is the number one area that you need help in, is in your money. So why does it take me 6 months to get your totals? Why does it take me that long? It should not take me that long, but you got to be willing to put it on the table. I don't care if it's $5. I'm going to teach you how to turn 5 to 10, 10 to 30, etc., etc. I can show you, I can use not only the working model that I went through, but I've learned other models now, because I now have just totally infiltrated myself in this system. So this is something, guys, and what I did, I said, you know what? At first, everything had to come through coaching. I don't even care. Y'all don't want to be coached for 12 months. That is fine with me. But I now got it. If you tap on the link that's at the beginning of this call, I have it. You could tap on the link. It'll set you up. Now, it ain't free. It'll set you up on an appointment with me where you can get your money together. It is a 3-month snapshot. It is something that I can do so I can literally help you get on the right track. But again, I got people that have did the link. I still ain't got the stuff, and they paid for it. Guys, I cannot express this enough to you all. This life is short, and this business can be shorter. If you don't decide to get some help financially, I see more salons shutting down, and they are not shutting down because people can't do hair good. We got that. What we don't have is the business side of things, understanding how money moves, how money works, how to save, how to defer some of these things that we think we want right now. You don't have to have it right now. How to plan, how to do all of that. I'm telling you, you are going to have a career, if you aren't already in that position, that is short-lived. Look, I'm fussing so much, y'all. My nose is running, okay? You are going to have a career that is short-lived. You are going to have a story like a lady friend of mine that actually was my mentor and texted me back in January, who she was up to like 7 figures, y'all, and was telling me that she didn't know what it was called. She said, I want to get on one of those live things that you do in the morning, and I want to talk to your people about what I've experienced with my money since I retired. And when I called her back and she broke that thing down, she said if it wasn't for her husband, she would probably be in the soup line. Now there's somebody, multiple salons, 7 figures. Y'all hear me? You have to shift the way you see money, the way you value depreciable goods, the way you see things you invest in, and your return on your investment. I can even help you when it comes to the social media aspect. Now, I'm not a social media specialist, but I can help you to understanding there's something called return on impression, return on influence. There is something ROIs have a lot. And I did a video some years ago about that. I can show you how to take whatever you got and how to make it bigger, how to make it work for you, how to make it do everything you need it to do. And I'm telling y'all, if you don't, you are going to find yourself in some very low, sad, depressed states, because most of us have given our lives, have given our life savings. I got people that took mortgages. Oh, I done did that too, y'all. Took seconds out on houses. Oh, yeah, I did that too. I took $82,000 second on my house. Yeah, I did all that. There's nothing y'all could tell me that I ain't done, tried, messed it up, did it again, messed it up again when it comes to money. So if you all want some help, you all tap that link at the top of this post. It'll link you to setting up an appointment. And no, it is not free. You're going to have to pay for this. But I'm going to get you in the right direction, and I don't leave you astray. If you want me to help you, and for all my coachees listening to this, if you want me to help you, you got to send me your stuff. Period. Money is let me tell y'all, dreams cost, y'all. Dreams cost. Dreams ain't free. Dreams are not free. At some point, your dreams are going to cost you, and they're going to cost you more than you thought when you went in the door. So you're going to have to set yourself up where you can handle these life unexpected things. Like I said, what's life got to do with it? You're going to have to set yourself up, but when these things happen, you can handle them. But the only way to start that, you gotta see where you are right now. You gotta see. You can't fix what you don't even know is broken. If you don't lay it out and say, "Ooh, I'm paying too much for product. Ooh, I'm paying too much for assistance. My overhead is too high." Whatever. If you don't lay it out, some of y'all paying too much for insurance, you paying too much for car notes. Man, I tell you, cut your cable off. You ain't home no way. You don't even watch TV like that. You paying $400-$500 for a cable bill. Why? You got a car note. You got insurance that costs too much because you didn't find out the insurance before you actually. You see what insurance is before you can go buy the car. You say, let me see what the insurance is first, because if insurance is too high, you don't buy that car. You buy a different car. And the bottom line is, you have to live, and I'm going to say this really close to this phone. You have to learn how to live below what you actually can afford. Don't live at your means, and definitely don't live above it. You have to get to the point that as much as you want to look good, you also want to see money in the bank. Okay? That is how you, so I'm going to show you how it gets from gross profit to net profit. And then I see my girl Jessica on here. After net profit, you still got to take out a percentage of taxes. Y'all know that, right? Some of y'all filing married. Some of y'all filing single. When you married and you file married but separate, your tax bracket is higher. It's stuff you gotta know. And let me tell y'all something. For y'all living under the radar, yeah, I know about that too. You keep on living under the radar. Don't y'all realize all of us ain't nothing but a digital footprint? And Sam and everybody else can figure out who you. How many times have you all, I've done this and it trips me out still. I could be looking for something, just surfing the web looking for, I'll tell you, give you an example. I was going to buy a Bowflex tread climber. And so I'm just looking to see how much it costs. I'm like, do I want to pay this kind of money for a machine? I said, nah, I ain't going to buy it. Soon as I open Facebook, guess what's in my feed? A Bowflex tread climber. I said, well, ain't that interesting, huh? Don't y'all realize y'all think y'all hiding? Every time you pay for something with your credit card, that ain't just in the movies. Every time you put your name on an apartment connected to your social, I know y'all think y'all under the radar, but let me tell you something. See, I done had Uncle Sam come walk up in my spot and flip a badge like the FBI, can we talk to you? I done had that happen too. And I'm with customers and I'm like, are you serious? See, let me tell y'all something. You want to come from out of that, because when you want to start doing stuff right, you're going to have to clean up some stuff. And it may take a little time to clean it up. But see, I got people that work with me. I got a cleanup crew, y'all. I don't profess to know everything. What I don't know, I got people that can help you. I got a cleanup crew. But you're going to have to be transparent. You're going to have to risk being embarrassed. There is no judgment here. I ain't in the position to judge you, because everything you did, I probably did it 10 times worse when it comes to money. And then, y'all, even when I got divorced, here I am now. My life is in shambles. And I'm still running around here trying to appear that I still got it going on. Man, I had to get that up too. I said, you know what? No, my life is a mess. When I said it's a mess and I ain't trying to keep up with no image, I don't care. I ain't never even been that kind of person, but I fell into this thought process that I got to keep up with this image and with this and that. And done. No, my stuff is raggedy, is what I said. I remember going to people, my stuff is raggedy, and I need you to help me fix it. If you want me to help you fix it, tap the link at the top. We gonna have a conversation. It's 90 minutes. We're going to have a conversation. I'm going to get an idea of how serious you are, and let me tell you what I will also do. If I don't feel like you're serious, I'm not going to do it, because ain't no need of me doing this and you don't want to do nothing. And I've been able now to figure out if people really gonna move and if they're not. And I'm telling y'all, we got to get this money right, guys. We got to. Every single one of y'all tell me your business ain't doing something because of money, but you don't want to fix it. Okay, you got to separate your business from your personal. Quit spending money out of the same pot. I'll teach you how to do your bank accounts. Anything you want to know about money, I will teach you. And what I don't know, I will tell you. Okay, that's beyond my field. So y'all go over here and I'm going to teach you over here. I'm actually doing a class, guys. I'm doing it at Mentorship Miami Friday. I think it's August 23rd. You can go on my website. I'm doing it there. For some of y'all that's coming, that's actually the day before the conference. It's called Knowing Your Numbers. And it is a class. I'm proud of it. It has taken a life of its own, guys, because I ain't gonna lie. When I did it, I just trying to tell y'all what I learned. I wasn't trying to make it no whole entity within itself. And then I realized I wasn't the only one out here jacked up. It wasn't me by myself. It was, I'm sitting in classes with 200 people and everybody jacked up when it comes to money. So I'm like, oh, we got to get this thing right. So if you want to sign up for that, or if you say, look, I just want me and you, I just want you to help me, push the link. Push the link. It's $300. $300 and I'll get you right. That's a small chunk of change for me to get your stuff in order. Now, I'm going to send you some stuff. When I send it to you, if you don't fill it out, and I'm talking about Word document, simple stuff. And for all of y'all salon people, you ain't got no computer. You don't know how to scan. You don't know how to email. Y'all gonna have to get it together. You can do this stuff from your phone. You should have a computer. You should have a printer. I don't care if it's got dust on it. You should have one. Get you a printer and a computer of some sort. You ain't got to buy no Mac. Get whatever. Have it at your house. You can scan from these phones. Scan and email. We got to get better. And I'm to my owners. Come on now. You all trying to be the owner, but you raggedy too. So how can you help the people underneath you? Commission, booth rental, it don't matter. Booth rental still looking for you to help them too. We gotta get that together. And I'm gonna say this and then I gotta sign off because I got a lot of stuff to do, guys. I went in Staples and I had to take some folders back. And I'm a big person on quotes. I love quotes. I am stuck everywhere and they just all over the place. I read a quote and the only reason I didn't buy this one is because it was ceramic and I'm real clumsy and I knew I was gonna break it. And it said something, and the artist or the person that said the quote, her name was Vivian Green. It said, let me see if I quote it right. It said, life, and this for my saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled people that know God like I do. It said, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning how to dance in the rain. And I thought that was, when I read that, I said, say it again. You cannot, and y'all heard my video last year, you can't check out just because life happening. As that quote said, baby, you got to learn how to dance in the rain. I said, man, I might go back and get it. Even though it's ceramic, I'm like, I'm going to break this thing. But I loved it. And I say it again. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. You got to learn how to dance in the rain. When it's raining, do we not go to work? Yeah, we go to work, don't we? You just get your rain boots on. You get your rain hat, your raincoat, your umbrella, whatever it is that you do, and you keep it moving. And that means money. That means anything you're responsible for, you got to keep it moving. I don't want to hear no more about I done checked out, because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nobody tell me about I push pause. Yeah, we all at time. That's why if you let me get your money right, you could plan a vacation. But you can't push pause right now. You got too many people that depend on you. Too much stuff that needs you to work it. What Tyler Perry say? Okay, cry. Just don't cry too long. You hold that, do what you got to do, and then go sit over there and cry. But you still got to handle your business. You have to shift. And I want to give anybody, I've read it now 5 times. John C. Maxwell, who y'all know is my favorite author of all time. I have every book the man ever read. His latest book called Leader Shift. Honestly, it's got to be the best one he ever wrote. He even says it's the best. It's a compilation of all his books. And what he talks about is if you are in that place where you know you need to shift, create a whole paradigm shift in the way you think, you are going to have to do, this is what he calls it, guys. There are three type of things that we're actually analyzed by. We're analyzed by our IQ, our EQ, and our AQ. And he talks about this, so I studied it obviously, right? IQ is your intellectual quotient. That's how smart you are. Okay, they rate that up to, was it like 80 or something like that. Then your EQ, and this is what we got to work on. in order for us to be able to be transparent when we need help and to know when we need to move forward. Your EQ is your emotional intelligence. It is the part that makes you self-aware, that makes you fully in touch with what's around you. When you tripping, you can read people's energy better. When you hone your EQ, it also will start to diminish that thing called pride, where you will say, no, I'm raggedy. I need some help. Okay? Read about it. EQ is really great. And then there's something I didn't even know existed, guys. It's called AQ. That now has been part of people teaching the psychological profile to entrepreneurs. It is called your adaptability quotient. That means once your EQ is honed and you know when you need help and you seek out whatever you need, now your AQ has to be able to adapt and to shift no matter what it takes to what is needed to be done right now to fix this problem. Some of us, we know it's broke. Some of y'all, that have done it. You did the quiz, you did the test, you gave me the numbers, I told you what to do, but your AQ is so low, your ability to adapt to stuff that's right in your face won't let you do it. You will lose the game of life if you do not level up your AQ. We live in a world, trust me, I hated social media. Those of you all that know me well know that. I tell y'all, leave me alone. Don't tell me nothing else about doing on social media. I ain't doing it. But I had to level up my AQ. And I had to realize that what God had given me to give to people, I can't just give it to the people that I stand in front of. There was a world bigger that I will never reach. And yet, unless I use this medium to say and to put it out there, what God has been able to turn my life around to be able to do. And so I really honed my AQ. And let me tell y'all something. When I did that, now, just tell me what to do. I don't care what, okay, it requires some money. Okay, I'll have it. Let me do a cash forecast. Let me see when I'm going to have it. Okay, I have it in 6 months because I know what I'm going to look like in 6 months. Then I'll do. I don't care what it requires. Now it's time for everybody to shift emotionally, to shift adaptability-wise. If you don't, I promise you, your career will have an expiration date. And it ain't going to be one that you choose. All right? So I'm just saying, y'all want help? Hit me up. You also can, obviously I coach, which goes way past just your money. But if you just want the money part, all I need you to do is go up to the top of this link. I need you to tap it. I will send you this. It's about 10 pages of stuff. And it's easy, y'all. You ain't got to be, your IQ don't have to be high to do this. I will send you this stuff. You fill it out. We come together. If you fill it out quick, I'll get it done quick. Don't y'all fill it out and then want me to talk to y'all 5 minutes later. Because I got to fill it out and do the formula for you. And then I teach you how to continue to do this. If you want help, holler at me. Peace out. I got to go. Share this video. Let me know if you need me. Go on knowledgebynikki with 1k.com. If you're interested in coaching, is a free consultation link. Hit it. I'll help you if you can be helped. I also will tell you, no, you ain't ready. I will tell you that too. So don't be offended, because I know in life also it's about timing. All right? I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you wasting mine. But if you're ready to help, ready to get help, I got you. Peace out. Knowledge by Nikki with 1K. See you soon.